So I'm not gonna lie, can't get over the weather. Every day I look out and I look forward and I go like, oh my gosh, it's kind of amazing. And I know this will change. Where we are right now, which is this magical little moment of summer in the middle of spring, will not be around soon. It will rain, or it will be cold, or who knows, given this last year, it may snow again, who knows. But right now, it's amazing and bringing me a great source of life and joy from the time I wake up to the time my eyes close when I get back to sleep. And it makes me think about some of the things in life and points of rhythm that we have within our life of faith and our life having lived it out in this world. It wasn't that long ago that things were Easter, that we celebrated a risen Lord and a reason to have life and vitality. And that's what I'm feeling right now through both the hope of Easter and also through the weather of what we are. And not to say that my hope in a risen Christ is dependent on blue skies, but blue skies don't hurt either. And it reminds me continually of the sections that we find within Scripture that remind us of the delight that we find within God, right? So it reminds me of Psalm 19, where it says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day after day they pour forth speech, and night after night they reveal his knowledge, right? We often use that to talk about the big overarching picture, and we think of mountaintops and stars and sunsets. And while I think that's true, I think in this time and place, there's something to be said for celebrating the beauty, the delight, and the joy that we find in the wake of Easter. And what Christians throughout the centuries have often called Eastertide, that season after where we almost get to glow in the aftermath of what Christ has done. And that feels so incredibly tangible and pressing and near on days like today. So what it means for you and I to live as the church beyond the building, right? Outside of the walls and what we do on Sunday or outside of a devotion or whatever. How is it that we live our life? Today, this week, celebrate. Go outside, go for a walk, go enjoy some time by a tree or in nature. And things aren't fully back to life, but you can watch the buds and the flowers. It's the season that in my mind often consists of unlocking, where winter fades and spring and delight come. And so I know we all have different burdens and worries and issues and tasks, and those are all around. I want to challenge you, push you, ask and invite you. Go enjoy what God has made. The life of faith is not something that's just to be aesthetic and live in a hole and a hovel. It is to be a delight and a joy. And there is joy around us today if we can take some time to appreciate it. So friends, how do you function as the church beyond the building today, this week, this rhythm? Go for a walk. Take a friend out for a stroll. Go spend some time in the world that God has made and appreciate the beauty and delight that we have. Grace and peace, friends. Have a good week.